Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking Catfish, the TV show, Omar and Iris. So yeah, let's just gonna get onto it. So we met this guy named Omar, great guy, like 23 years old, he's from New York. He's really passionate, he talks fast and everything. He says he met this girl named Iris online and everything, and they hit it off. They had like a lot in common. They love animated things, and they just had like a lot in common. They talked for like 6 months, and they just hit it off. So he tried to meet her a few times, but like she always had an excuse saying her car died, and he even said like, well, I can come and get you because apparently she lived in the Bronx. I could come get you, and we could just hang out like that, and I'll just come and get you. And she was like, no, I gotta be right by my car, and this, and that. And of course, there's no video chats. They talked on the phone like only 2 times and stuff and everything. So, so he calls in even Cammy, tells the story and everything. They love this passion. Like, he even said that even if she's not the girl in the pictures, like, I still might consider a relationship with her, basically. So I'm just like, okay, I'm pulling for this guy. I'm pulling for this guy, and everything. But usually when people are like that, it doesn't end well. And I was just thinking, usually when they were like, it doesn't matter if they're not the guy in person in the pictures, I still want to be with them. You pray for a happy ending, but we shall see. So Neve and Cammy go do their investigation, right? And they run the photos, and Cammy had an intuition that this girl is probably from either Atlanta or LA. So they ran the photos, and boom, a lot of hits came with this person, and the person in the pictures was somebody from Atlanta and stuff. They apparently Omar and Iris exchanged pictures and stuff, and like he thought that she was really beautiful and stuff. But it turns out she wasn't the person in the pictures. They ran the phone number, nothing came up and everything. So we just we were left hanging a little bit. So they go back and tell, and here was another thing. Iris had said that she goes to a college up in New York and everything, and they're studying to be in New York. And so they actually called the college just to confirm if there was a student by the name of Iris. I think her last name was Simpson or whatever. And they called the school, and there was nobody of that name there. And I don't know if you guys realize this, and this is something I picked on in a while, and I forgot to mention it. So when Neve and Cammy do their investigation, and when they get the email from the hopeful with all the information, when they blurb out the name, okay, so in this episode, Iris Simpson, they didn't beep out the name, the last name. When they beep out the last name, it usually is the real person. When they don't beep out the last name, it usually is a catfish. So I don't know if you guys picked that up, but I picked that up. So when they got the email from Iris from Omar, and he said Iris Simpson, they didn't beep out the last name, so it's probably a catfish. So, like I said, they called the school, and the school didn't show a student there by that name. So they go back and tell Omar, he's upset and everything. So they call Iris or text Iris, and they were like, oh, I can't believe he called Catfish and everything. I didn't want it to go this far and stuff and everything, but I'll meet. But if he and then they tried to turn it back on him. She tried to turn it back on him, and it was like, oh, since he knows I'm not the person in the pictures, we could just end it, but if he wants to meet, okay, but if he gets hurt, because there's more to it than just not being in the pictures, then that's on him, which was cruel, which was really cruel. So Neve was like, I'm not going to feed into it. Let's just meet, text the meetup. So they text and meet up, and they go pick up the next day. They go pick up Omar, and he drives in. They drive in an area that he's pretty familiar with. He says he went to elementary school in this area, and when he said that, I was like, "Uh-oh," because this could be somebody he knows, because he's in a familiar area, and yeah, this might not be good. So they pull up to the place they're supposed to this park, and all of a sudden, here comes some dude. It was some dude named Sean, and Sean comes up and apparently he knows Omar, and Omar's just like, "What the heck, Sean? What are you doing here? Like, where's Iris?" And he's like, "You're looking at her." And he's just like, "Bro, are you serious?" So the Sean guy, he was like a second person in this. Sean and Omar used to be friends, but they had a falling out. And I guess like Sean feels that Omar's always been selfish. I guess like Sean had a girlfriend before, and they broke up. And the next day, Omar like goes out and has coffee with her just to talk about it and stuff. And he didn't like that and everything. So he was on a little bit of a get back and stuff. But he said that he didn't start this. He was just the second person. The person who started it really I just asked me to help, and I helped. So, okay, well, who's the other person? And they're like, oh, they didn't want to be involved. And they were like, well, there was a girl he talked to on the phone. And he was like, yeah, it was a girl we just picked. She didn't want to be involved as well. And, they started going back and forth about it. And then they were like, well, we need to call the other person. And so Sean goes out and calls the other person. And he's like, he's going to text Omar. Also, he's going to text Omar, so he has Omar's number. And he's like, yeah. So Omar gets a text, and it's from one of his other buddies named Edmund. And Edmund was sorry, and he agreed to meet to discuss things. And so Neve and Cammy decided, okay, well, let's go to like some kind of restaurant or diner to talk about this. So they go to this restaurant, and here comes Edmund and Sean and everything. And Edmund, who is good friends with Omar, said, "Oh, it started out just as a joke. I just wanted to play a joke on him and everything. He's my buddy and all that, but I just wanted to play a joke." And I'm like, "Really, dude?" And when he added in Sean, he's like, "I knew about their falling out, but I didn't know like their beef was still lingering and stuff." So, and Neve asked him, well, you had to kind of know that, because if you asked them and you know that they had beef, what's the end game here for and everything. And he was like, and Edmund was just like, man, it was just a joke, man, and everything. He's sorry and everything. So like with the overall scheme of things, like Sean in his part played into it because he doesn't like Omar anymore. Like he just thinks Omar is really selfish and stuff. And he said that like when they all tried to say sorry to each other, Sean was like, "I'm sorry for what I did, but if this hurts you, I'm not sorry if this hurts you or whatever and everything, because you need to take accountability for your actions and stuff." So it's just like whatever. But he said with Edmund's apology, like we could work on it. So that's kind of how we left off. So they did a little like a print follow up and stuff, and it said that Omar and Edmund are like reached out to each other. They said they were trying, but their friendship just hasn't been the same like since and everything, and it is what it is. Omar also reached out to Sean and to take accountability for his actions and stuff. So, in my opinion, with this episode, it was all a joke and all a get back. This can go either two ways of what I think. That these guys are just real immature dudes that are not over something that happened in high school, middle school, and stuff, or was this a plot to get on the show we have to keep that in mind, because if these are on some get backs, and if we're and it's just like come on, all of y'all grow up, just grow up. Like, if you're still lingering on something that happened in middle school and high school, and you're in your early 20s, like, then you got serious problems. Grow up. Like, seriously, grow up. And if it's a plot to be on the show, just to create a storyline, shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. Because Need doesn't put up with that. Now, the only episode that I know 100% sure that let off a crazy story that ended badly, but found out it was a fake story, was the Artist and Jess episode way back in season like 2 or 3, and stuff, when this guy named Artist was talking to this like model type girl named Jess, and it ended up being this guy named Justin, and he did this like clap and came in aggressively and stuff and everything, and then come to find out after the show, they confirmed that it was a plot, and Artist and Justin are actually really good friends and stuff. So I'm hoping that wasn't the case in this episode, but but like I said, those guys just need to grow up, because that's cruel. That's cool, and that's some immature high school drama, and we're grown adults here. So it is what it is. So yeah, guys, that is the end. That was Catfish. I want to say before I sign off, when I do these recaps, it looks like my Catfish videos get the most views and stuff, and I was big, thank you for that. And recently, I've been getting a lot of comments from people who've been on the show. Just got a comment from Gabby from last week's episode. I got a comment from Christian a few weeks ago from his episode and everything. So Sean, Edmund, Omar, if y'all wanna come on this channel and clear some things out and give out some misconceptions that may be on the show, for one, because again, I just call it as I see it. I just can't see it. Y'all more than welcome to. But I do appreciate you guys watching my videos and stuff. Like, the Nathan Tim 2 page is growing slowly but surely, and looking to get more subscribers, and then we'll be upgrading more as time goes by. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please, again, like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on Monday to recap 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. We're only 3 episodes left before the tell-all, and then I'll be back on Monday to do The Other Way, and then Tuesday again to do Catfish. So be on the lookout for that. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all again next week. Have a good one. Bye.